If you don't define yourself, the world will do it for you. Sit with this for a second. If you don't define who you are, the world will. And it won't be kind. It won't be accurate. It won't be fair. It will project its labels onto you. It will trap you in expectations you never agreed to. It will box you into identities you didn't choose. And before you even realize it, you'll become what they said you were. Not what you could have been. That's the tragedy of most lives. They don't die from failure. They die from forgetting who they are. The world is loud. It's shouting constantly, telling you what to wear, what to think, who to be. Social media screams it. The news reinforces it. Your school, your job, maybe even your family, all trying to fit you into a mold. Be polite. Be quiet. Be realistic. Be like him. And when you obey long enough, you start to shrink. You stop challenging. You stop questioning. You stop becoming. That spark you had? It fades. That dream you once whispered to yourself when no one was around? Buried. Not because it wasn't real, but because you never fought for it. Because somewhere along the way, you let someone else tell your story. But let me tell you something cold and clear. The world doesn't care about who you truly are. It only cares about who you appear to be. And if you don't define yourself, it will slap a name tag on you. Weak. Lazy. Average. Forgettable. And you'll live under that label, unless you tear it off with your own hands. This isn't just about reputation. It's about identity. Because identity is not found. It's forged. Who you are is not something you stumble across. It's something you decide. Then build. Brick by brick. Day by day. Through the blood of your discipline and the fire of your choices. You are not your past. Not the mistakes. Not the failures. Not the things they said behind your back when you couldn't defend yourself. You're not the dropout. You're not the broken kid. You're not the one who almost made it. That's the story they gave you. But you don't have to keep reading that script. You can burn it. Right now. And write your own. But to do that, you need to step into something terrifying. Responsibility. Because the moment you choose to define yourself, you kill every excuse you've ever used. You can't blame the system. You can't blame your parents. You can't blame the weather, the economy, or your ex. Because you finally realize it's on you. And that kind of weight either crushes you or it frees you. Defining yourself isn't about ego. It's about clarity. It's waking up and deciding, I am a man of action. I do what I say. I stand on principles. I don't fold under pressure. I move with purpose. I am dangerous because I am disciplined. Not because it's trendy. Not because someone told you to. But because you chose it. You etched it into your soul through action. And guess what? When you walk like that, the world adjusts. They stop calling you weak. They stop ignoring your name. They stop treating you like a follower. Why? Because now you know who you are, and you carry it like armor. But most men, they never get here. They live their whole lives waiting for permission. Waiting to be told, you're good enough now. Waiting for validation from people who don't even validate themselves. They keep trying on identities like clothes. Maybe I'll be this guy. Maybe if I act like that guy, I'll get respect. And in the process, they become nothing. Because a man who wears 100 masks ends up forgetting his own face. But the man who defines himself once, clearly, intentionally, ruthlessly, never needs a mask again. So ask yourself right now, who are you? Not what they told you. Not what you post. Who are you in the dark? When no one's watching. When everything falls apart. Because that man is the truth. And if you don't know him, you need to meet him. Fast. Write your code. Decide your values. Live by your own law. Even if the world mocks you for it. Because this is the paradox. The more you define yourself, the more freedom you create. And the less you define yourself, the more the world owns you. Here's the final truth. No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to name you. No one's going to hand you a legacy. You either build one, or you get buried under someone else's. So carve your name in your actions, in your discipline, in the way you carry yourself when it's hard, boring, and thankless. You are not a follower. You are not a spectator. You are not some pawn in someone else's narrative. You are the author, the architect, the storm. So define yourself now, before the world does it for you. And make sure the name you choose is one you'll be proud to carry to the grave.